I just wanted to give y'all a glimpse of what life was like back in the 90s and late 80s when we was driving in the Dodge Shadow.
Man, remember we loaded up in that Festiva, Donnie? Me, you, Herb, Don, and Aaron. Everybody was 6'5" and above.
Gotta get it
Everybody
right, big
6'5".
fella. It was the red Chevette.
Oh yeah, the Chevette. It was the Chevette.
That's
And
not a
even worse.
Festive. It was the
Rest in
Chevette.
peace to my big fella.
That's
Herb
even
had
worse,
had the K car from his mom's. Remember
With the belt around the front.
K.
The belt was keeping the fender up front.
Herb took a belt and pulled up the bumper.
The front bumper, yeah.
But only Herb would think to do something like that. Like put a belt on that boy. I'm like, what did you thinking? It worked though.
Great. Yeah, right.
No, but yeah, I remember being smashed in the little cars and stuff.
But think about relationships that we had. Like, what was y'all first real relationship? Do y'all recall y'all first love? I know you do, Jeff.
I would say, you remember Kim. Kim was probably my first real
That's
one.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
And, I learned so much from that. She was light years ahead of me and where I was at. And, I wasn't ready for all of that. She had a beautiful family, though, father. I think that the one thing that bothers me to this day that is so crazy is I don't think her father knows how much I looked up to him and how much the things that I learned from him and that I paid attention to has impacted me and my path into adulthood now. Part of me working at GM and liking working at GM is that's what he did. He worked at GM. I think he was an environmental specialist or something, and could tell if the land was good for you to be built on or something like that. But he instilled a lot of things, and he was talking about how everybody wanted to be the HNIC. So now, and he looked down at that, and now I hear so many people that are entrepreneurs. Like, I automatically know the conversation, how it's gonna go when I meet somebody new. I always hear the entrepreneurs. And the worst reason to be an entrepreneur is because you don't want nobody telling you what to do, or I gotta be in charge. If you're not passionate about what you do, it's not gonna be successful. You got to be passionate. No matter what it is, if you're not passionate about it, you're not gonna be successful. You gotta want it to succeed more than you want to breathe. That's how you're successful.